early for all that. Oh, where is my mouse? Okay. And turn that goddamn light down. LA, what's wrong with you? Let don't nobody watch me in the first half of this. Anyways, I think LA needs her coffee. She's tripping out. Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3. Ollie, oxygen free. LA, are you there? LA, are you there? Present. Okay, I can hear myself. Hold on. Let me push pause on here. It's actually working correctly, and I don't hear anything in the background. What's going on, Anthony Henderson? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Oh my goodness, y'all. My earmuffs keep sliding down. I'm gonna have to fix them. Sometimes when I put my earmuffs on over my onesie, it don't slip, but today they're slipping, and they're slipping even when I put them over my head, like my actual head, like this part, and not over my head on my onesie. They're slipping. I meant to figure out what's going on with that, but right now they're fitting really well and they feel comfortable. Thank you and good morning to you. Wow. Yeah, welcome to the morning mood. This is usually where I'm setting up shop, getting things together, and always looking for something. I have it set up behind the scenes in a way that everything is supposed to be accessible to me. But it's something about when I get ready to push the live stream, it seems like all my stuff I set up just grow legs and disappear. It's like LA's going live. Let's grow legs and disappear so she can look crazy, scrambling all over the place on the live stream. Let's make it look like she losing her marbles. Well, I'm not losing my marbles today, tomorrow, or ever. That's what she says. How y'all doing today? You guys are definitely in here early with me. We have Tarsus in the Heezy. What's going on? Word! Happy Father's Day, yo! Let's go. That is awesome. Tarsus said in my country, Sunday was Father's Day. That is sweet. It's always something going on in the world. Dang. We've got noises in the house. We have somebody whose user's name is Trump is winning. At least when we're on YouTube, they haven't taken away our creativity to make usernames. You know, good is to taking away everything else. But at least to count our blessings, they're not taking away that creativity vein. It is Monday over here, September 8th, 2025. And for some reason, it seems like things are picking up faster. Is it me, or do you guys feel the same way? When I first started this month, which was actually on the Monday, September 1st, and the Labor Day triple threat, I was like, it feels like this month is gonna go by slowly, but in a good way. Go by slowly. You're welcome, Tarsus. But now it's speeding up. It seemed like it started growing wings on the 5th of this month. However, I am really checking, what is it, for lack of a better description, I'm making my list and checking it twice, non-adjacent to Santa. But what I'm saying is, as fast as time and the days are starting to unfortunately speed up to me in my own opinion, so are my accomplishments. They're going at the same rate. Yeah, a progressive month. Yeah, I am so happy. And that's a first for me, at least right now, a first for me to ever have the time to catch wind of it and notice it so I can actually acknowledge it. You have it. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very That means a lot. Thank you so much. And yes, Anthony Henderson, it is a progressive month, and I like that. I have a tough time sometimes finding my words as far as using description, but on here, you guys seem to know the words, and so it helps me sharpen up my vocabulary too, which is cool. Yes, finally, at least in my lifetime, I've finally had the time to acknowledge to life and say, hey, thanks. You've been kicking me in the rear end for almost all my life. But for once, when time is moving fast, at your discretion, may or may not, I'm actually moving along with you and going down my checklist of things that I want and need to do for this before this year ends. And I'm powering through it. Yes. Oh boy, we've got official YouTube India back in the house. They're always mooing and barking. Good morning, official YouTube India. Welcome, and how are you doing? You think so too, Anthony Henderson? There's definitely something in the air, literally, metamorphically, and all the things, which is cool. Because all this time, none of you people were crazy. It's afternoon for you, official YouTube India. That's good. So we've got, for some, good night to some. We've got good morning to some and good evening to some of you fine, beautiful, cool people here. And you didn't have to be here, but you guys are already here. And some of you are already participating in the survey. I already have 7 people. And I already have 5 likes. And I'm only 6 minutes in. Thank you so much. Yay! And y'all want to know something else? That little guy didn't come yet, but now that I'm talking about him, he might show up. My little helper that came with the computer. I'm being honest and embarrassed, but the Holy Spirit is active here. You are a very loved soul. Thank you so much. You are the first person to actually say it that way, to being direct, honest, and specific. I have others. There's one named Soundwaves. He comes in and out sometimes. I know what he's saying when he's saying it, but he's saying what you're saying, but you're like on target. That's good. That's good. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys. This world is pretty dark. That's why we need more cool people like you who come over here to be natural lights. I want to read the survey already because I'm excited to see what you guys have said. So today's question, I asked something different. How was your weekend? We have 38% of you cool people said, 38% said all right. 56% said good. 0% so far said I went to work, and 0% said boring. Well, that's pretty cool. Good and all right are dang near the same thing. And since I'm unable to physically vote in the chat, like pressing yes or no or whatever, I'll have to type in my answer. So let me look through here and say, hey, Gary English, I'm looking on my list. My weekend was good, and I'm going to put that in there for the record, let the record reflect. My weekend was good. My weekend was good. Yay. In the words of a cow. I have my notes here because sometimes I get the things mixed up, and I want to say it right the first time. Look at all my notes, guys. My binder is filling up with all my things I've done over the past few weeks. Well, weeks that have turned into months now. Monday move, morning motivation. Let's power move. I want to help you, and you. All the glorious people who have luxurious fancy hair, including myself, to get you through your work week. It is Monday. And when I was in school, the teacher indirectly taught us that Mondays were a drag. No matter how much coffee or tea you had, the teachers just would come in dragging like this. Might as well play the Thriller music in the background. Shouts out to Michael Jackson. They'll be like, good morning, class. Just sit down somewhere and let's do some silent reading for the first half hour and we'll see where we are. See where we are? We'll see where we are by lunchtime. How about that? I'm like, I guess that's fine by me. Let's see where we are. I'm right here in my chair on time, running to school so I won't be late. And you, on the other hand, I'm over exaggerating, teacher talking about, let's see where we are. Looks like you're nowhere near ready. I get it. If I could grow up one day to be like you, have a profession and just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna tell the kids to silent read and we gonna figure it out together, I think I may want to be a teacher too then. Dun, dun, dun. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, and animals, that is where we are today in society. Do I have to be politically ... and socially correct when I say some teachers, not all, are driving in the same thought process of, these kids not gonna listen to me, no way. At least the coffee good in the teacher lounge. I cut the cable off at home, so at least when I'm at school, I can watch something on cable here. The kids not gonna listen to me anyways. They gonna be on their cell phones, and if I try to pull the cell phone away from me, I might lose my life. So what I'm gonna tell them to do is, we gonna have open study. This is the lesson, the curriculum that they want me to teach you, but we know good and well y'all not gonna listen. But if I don't tell y'all what we supposed to do, I'm gonna lose my job. So on this chalkboard, do y'all still use chalkboards? No, we don't use chalkboards. How old are you? We use dry erase boards, or we just type it up on the whiteboard from our computer. We don't even have to get up anymore to write on the chalkboard. We just type it and the answer pops up on there. Whatever, okay? So the teacher puts the assignment that y'all supposed to be studying for the day on the chalkboard and be like, for those of you who want to further your education and are not distracted by the woes of life, this is what you're supposed to be working on today. And then the teacher kicks back up in his or her desk, put in ear pods, and continues to watch TV by way of the internet from the school. Zippity doo dah, zippity day. What is this? Is school based on the honor system now? Honoring yourself, whether or not you want to get an education or not? School was tough for me. And I graduated 35,000 years ago. So if it was hard for me, I was born in the dinosaur days where we didn't have a cell phone. We didn't even know what a cell phone was. And if you had a pager, you either was selling street pharmaceuticals or you was a doctor. Doctor! I said doctor! Doctor! So, yeah, going to school was real difficult for me. So, honestly, it don't seem like things got any better, so it must be real difficult for y'all. And yes, Tarsus, we must lead by example. As hard as it may seem, we must. Kill the music, if only for ourselves. We must lead by example, and the rest, meaning the people who are watching, will follow or take portions of what you're doing for themselves. Here's a public disclaimer. Oh no, I hear tiny footsteps. Tarsus, what have you done? You shouldn't have had me say leave by example, because it put me on this soapbox. And I started hearing tiny footsteps. You know who's coming. No! Good morning, everybody. Today is August. It's August. No, mug. It's September. It's September 8th, 2025. And we must lead by example. That's what Tarsus says. Thank you for coming in, and I will be making appearances throughout the live stream. Yes, sit down. You're gonna make me lose my thoughts. If I had a 25 cents or $1 for every time I told him to sit down, I'd be a millionaire by now. I have gone past the 10-minute mark, y'all. But that's all right, because I'm already on fire in the good way, having a good time in here talking with you guys. Let me turn this light down. It's tearing up my eyes, and I don't want to get a headache because those lights. What happened to Barney? We gonna find out together. How I even came to the topic was on my day off. I was going through my timeline on YouTube, and I saw a thumbnail, and I just fell out laughing. I'm like, that's what we talking about Monday. That is exactly what we talking about Monday, and Monday is here. Souls, what's going on? What's going on, Glaze? Just Glaze. Anthony Henderson said, what happened to Barney? Oh, yeah, you will find out together. Tarsi said, if I told you I was 50 years old. Nah, this folks on here 100 years old. Why in the world would I be ashamed of your age? We don't age shame over here. I talk about me all the time because I'm 1,000 years old. But hey, it comes with the territory of living life, you know. You gotta teach these Padawans something. They don't become Padawans just because they wanted to. They here. Yeah, so nah, you're good. I don't care how old you are, as long as you having a good time. I'm looking for something, y'all, on my computer screen. It done fell off into the distance. Thank you so much. That's really cool. I really look forward to getting back onto ELAY TV too. That's more geared specifically for like gaming and Roblox and all that fun stuff. My computer broke, so that's the computer I will play Roblox on, because usually I will try to be on Roblox at least once during the weekend on my days off on my desktop. So I had to figure that out as I go. So right now it is what it is. 25 in the Heezy, what's going on? Yeah, welcome in. All are welcome. The cool peeps are definitely welcome. That means you are cool peeps too. Where is it? I'm looking around. I have my Star Wars thermos today, or adult sippy cup. There's no alcohol in it, but y'all, basically these are sippy cups for grown-ups. What do y'all think? It keeps the drinks hot or the drinks cold. So like for example, y'all, it's the summertime and you get some fresh baked cookies and you put some milk in these things and some ice cubes and you go outside. I'm feeling like it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most wonderful time. Hit me all the year, and kick, sing, howl, 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 and finish the song of the year. Yay! Thank you. Woo! You! Yay! I like theater. It is fun. And you made me think of another tale that I had forgotten long time ago, when I once scratched the surface of theater and forgot about it, and just the same thought and breath. Yeah. Thank you for that. Excuse me while I look online to give myself some digital roses. Usually after a performance of that magnitude, I like to give myself digital roses. Let me uplift myself. Bravo! Bravo, LA! You did that, girl! Thank you. Take a bow. Thank you. Well, that's a bow. You bowing like a man. Okay, I'm bowing like a girl. Curtsy. Thank you. Thank you, my fine people. Thank you. You shouldn't have. Thank you. As you know, I tend to get sidetracked all the time. But that's what makes this show unique. If I didn't have the title in my face or on this clipboard, I will probably deviate altogether from today's topic. As I continue to go down the world of my imagination. Thank you guys, Anthony Henderson. We've got Jay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jay. He said nice smile. Thank you guys. Now perhaps I can get to the cows in the chat song. We well past that time. I usually try to do the first cows in the chat song by the 10-minute marker, but I'm still running my mouth. No matter what you do, I will follow you, but please join the theater group because you're the best character vibe in the whole state. Thank you so much. Main stage said ADHD life. I can't relate. It is a gift and not a curse. It is a gift and not a curse. Let me see here. Yes, I'm on Insta also. It's the same thing. If anything, it's got a 1 at the end, but it's ELAY TV. ELAYTV. Yup. Thank you for asking. I'm on Twitter as well. Excuse me. I want to be more active on those things, but I have to pace myself because behind the scenes, I'm juggling a metaverse. I have a lot of things in a good way that are going on behind the scenes. So yeah, I would love to be more active there. I will have to reset myself back up on a new social media schedule. That's what it is. About 2 summers ago, or maybe 3 now, because time is going by so fast. I had a really nice social media schedule hammered out for my time frame of that life, but my life is different again, as it should be as you grow. So I have to rehammer out a new social media schedule. So that's that on that. Y'all, let me see if I can turn the car around and get back to the topic at hand. Let me see here. Copy and paste. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things here on planet Earth. They say America is the great melting pot. That's a lie. Planet Earth is the melting pot. And I want to welcome you and to on here. It is time for cows in the chat. It is about time. I'm like 25 minutes late. You put cows in the chat, animal emojis in the chat, or your favorite emoji in general in the chat while I sing a little song like this. Harmonica, please. Thank you. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Calls in the chat. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Calls in the chat. Calls in the chat. Here on ELAY TV, we are putting calls in the chat because we have to take time to say we are sorry. Calls in the chat, animal emojis in the chat, or your favorite emojis in general in the chat are perfectly fine. I like to take the time to say that it's obvious that I like cows. And I want to apologize. I am utterly sorry from the bottom of my 3 cow bellies. Stick to the script, LA. I'm trying. I said 3 cow bellies. How could you not laugh at that? From the bottom of my 3 cow bellies, I would like to deeply apologize to all the cows, including myself, for the science people, aka NASA, and the government people for placing the blame on cows for alleged global warming and the alleged impending doom of planet Earth. I guess they ran out of people to blame, so they start placing the blame on cows. I deeply and sincerely apologize once again. We like cows over here, and I'll have you know, well, if there were no cows, you know what it wouldn't be? It would be no Burger King! Let's put some flame broils in the chat. Let me get my flame broils up. Let me see here. Let me find my fire emoji. Flame broils in the chat. A couple of cows in the heezy. If it wasn't no cows, no, there would be no Burger King. Kill the music. Ladies and gentlemen, back by popular demand, which is kind of scary. I'd like to introduce to you the ghost of Ray Charles. Oh, if it wasn't for cows, oh, there wouldn't be no Burger King. Oh, there wouldn't be. Sing it. No Burger King. Thank you, Ray Charles. Sit down, Ray Charles. Hater. Now look who's calling. What is that all saying? Look who's calling the cattle black. That's what my grandma used to say. Look who telling who to sit down now. Now you know how it feels. Thank you, Ray Charles, for coming in, stopping by. I know people. And people know me. Hollywood ain't got nothing on me. Oh. What in the world? Let me go back in these comments. Somebody talking about Hercules. Tarsa said Hercules, like, where my arm? Now, Hercules is a different shark. He don't bite people or sample them anymore. I am normally very polite. I too am utterly sorry. I am sorry too. You know, I didn't even finish yet, y'all. I am so sidetracked right now. Shouts out to the cows in the chat. Thank you guys for putting cows in there. And on the side note, NASA people, wouldn't it be glorious to do us a solid? You know, just come on and be like, yeah, people, we sorry. We really did mess up. We did that. The NASA people are sorry for causing the alleged impending doom, but we placed it on the cows because we ran out of human people to blame. As a token of our apologies, or a trinket of our apologies that we messed up this beautiful world, we want to go back into our vaults of science. The vaults of science! And bring back to y'all the unicorn! Meow, meow, meow! What's going on, Maxim? Thank you for coming. How are you doing? Yes, I think they should give us a unicorn to as an apology for tearing up this beautiful world we're supposed to be living in and having a good time in, like all of y'all here hanging out with me having a good time. I'm having a good time. That's exactly how the world's supposed to be. And another thing, while you at it, since I'm asking NASA, my wacko's wish, I'm compartmentalizing, I have thousands of wishes, but my wacko's wish for the morning move segment on LA TV is, can y'all go into the lab and invent us a strawberry cow? I mean, y'all making GMO tomatoes, GMO deep fried bologna sandwiches, GMO eyeglasses. Can y'all please go in the lab and, whip us up a strawberry cow? Shouts out for the strawberry cow. Shouts out for the strawberry cow. Yeah. Let's do it. I'm feeling good on that notion. Hercules killing me. He like, I'll be back on the TV on Fish Fry Fridays. Meanwhile, he doing heresy. Sounds like the average YouTuber who's hit 100K subscribers. I'm a good soul on YouTube. I pay my taxes. I don't do crime. All the while their fingers are crossed behind their back. Behind the scenes, when the camera off, they're doing the unthinkable. Like on Big Daddy, going to the grocery stores, looking around, making sure nobody watching, taking all the expensive cans of soups that are $6 a can, throwing them on the ground and dinging the cans so they can get steep discounts. Yeah, all these cans right here, they messed up, and teaching their children to step on cereal boxes so they can get steep discounts on groceries. Yeah, I know what time y'all on YouTubers of evil. I don't figure y'all all out. You're doing evil. Stuffing on cereal boxes. Don't y'all have enough money? Y'all supposed to leave those tactics to the less fortunate. Y'all can't be doing what we do to get by. I might have to get my eye drops because my eyes look red. Y'all, just a second. I'm actually going to have to physically get up. I said physically get up because it feels like I'm dreaming right now. I gotta go get up and get my eye drops. Just a second, until further notice. Let me see here. Let me put this in here really quickly. It could be my what do you call this? My eyeshadow. I may have put it too close to the corners of my eyes, because that's what it feels like right here. It feel like some little powder from my blush. The color above my eyes fell into my eyes a little bit and caused irritation. But nonetheless, just a second. Let me put this in the chat so y'all be like, where'd she go? GOTTA, go get my eye drops. Is eye drops one or two words? Well, keep typing, girl. Be right back. They said on what's that movie called? Not Saw, not Blade, Scream. They said you're not supposed to say be right back. But this ain't no horror story. So I'll be right back. Hang on, y'all. Oh, they go. No. Ooh, I'm back. Now I have to use my I have to use the screen as my mirror. So never you mind me while I do a little cosmetic surgery. One, it burns, it burns, it burns. Oh, no. But my eyes should feel better after this. It's been a while since I put eye drops in. Sometimes I think that'd be half the battle right there. I had to hydrate these mugs. Yeah, something in the air, something in the water. I shouldn't have to be having to do this all the time. Water don't water like it used to, y'all. Water don't keep me hydrated like it used to. I had to have a combination of like every once in a while I have like a Powerade or like a Pedialyte to get me through. And then the sad shame, thank goodness for the Dollar Tree, because I can get a Pedialyte from there, from the baby section, and drink like a half of that, and it sets me right. Now I'm turning around here looking for my earphone thingies. I'm in my cow suit, but right now it feels good not having the hood on my head, so I'm gonna keep it off for a minute because I don't want my headache to come back. Let's see here. Thank you so much. The movie SpongeBob. I like that movie. I think he actually coming out with another movie. You put lime into your water. Now that makes sense. That's definitely natural, and I bet you it works. I may have to try that. Thank you for that. Yeah. See there? And today I have tea. It is Lipton's. And it's just a regular tea today. And this time it says, brew your taste buds into a frenzy. Every day is something different on here. Howdy, what's going on? We've got Big Papa and the Heezy. We've got ... man in the house. And I have my Cheerios today too. I will be eating those. I'm actually starting to get hungry. But until until then, the cereal tides me over. Alright, tides me over. What are you guys gonna eat for breakfast today? You have any breakfast plans? I know I have I think last night I said I was cinnamon oatmeal because I want to have some oatmeal to go with my breakfast. It's apple cinnamon oatmeal. Definitely 2 pieces of toast with some jelly. So Big Papa said he put lemon in his H2O also. I'm gonna have to do that. I bet you that'd be the cure. Because nowadays water just don't seem like it's enough, be it bottled or not. Thank you guys for coming in. So we are halfway in already, meaning like it's 37 minutes in, and I'm just as excited about this topic. Good to see you too, Tarsus. Take care. Thank you for coming in and for your warm message. That was really cool. Hercules says hello. And thank you for the support. Be blessed, man. Thank you so much. We have here the topic at hand. AI computer interface. Yes, Elay. What is it? I'm actually finally about to start talking about the subject at hand. The subject at hand at the 38-minute marker. That's good to know. I didn't know that. That's really good to know. I'll have to pick up a lemon today. I'm going to write it down in my clippy. Lemon. You guys both suggested, Big Papa suggested lemon, and then let me go back. We have lime as well. Why not both? You're from Indonesia. Welcome in from Indonesia. Anthony Henderson said he puts lime in his water, and Big Papa puts a lemon. So I'm going to put down lemon and lime. Yeah. That's exciting to know. Thank you for that information. Next, I'll be fermenting tea fruit drinks. No, that sounds good. The AI system is like, she's never going to get on topic. I'm going to have to change these timestamps. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna switch my tabs around so I can read the topic today. It's gonna be funny. Well, it's supposed to be funny. It caught my attention last week. So finally, at the 40-minute marker, I will be talking about Barney. It says here, I asked, what happened to Barney in 1997, y'all? It says, according to AI Overview, thank you, AI Overview, in 1997. Come on, sit down. The Barney balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was deflated by police. What? And onlookers after it crashed into a lamppost, causing chaos and prompting one child to declare, Barney's dead. Oh man. The incident occurred due to high winds during the parade, which also caused the Cat in the Hat balloon to hit a lamppost, injuring 4 people with 2 severe head wounds. Oh my goodness. Details of the Barney balloon incident. Y'all, this is my type of gossip. I want to lean in. This is good. Go to the hair salon. Everybody else be on some other type of gossip. I'm like, girl, did you hear what happened at the parade? What? The high winds happened and the Barney float hit the light post and the police had to pow it down. What you mean to tell me they shot Barney? Well, that's what the article said. In front of a child, too. Not in front of a child. Yeah, that poor sweet baby. I don't know what happened to the child, you know. Details of the Barney balloon incident. It's more information, and I'm getting ready to read it to all you cool peeps. The large Barney balloon got out of control and was struck down by a lamppost at the 51st Street. Now, wasn't there supposed to be a miracle on 51st Street? What street is the miracle supposed to happen on Christmas time? Is it 45th Street, 51st Street, 42nd Street, the corner of Rick and Morty? Where is this New York miracle supposed to happen on Christmas time? Sad shame I done forgot. The large Barney balloon got out of control and was struck by a lamppost. Oh, now it's a lamppost. I thought they said some cops took it out. Let me go back to the top. In 1997, the Barney balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was deflated by police and onlookers after it crashed into a lamppost. So let's put this juicy gossip together. You mean to tell me due to the high winds in the Macy's Day Parade, things got out of control and Barney crashed into a lamppost? What's a lamp pole? And it's not crashing into people. So that means they had to take out their heavy artillery to take it out. I just don't think they like Barney. Moving forward, aftermath. Police and onlookers actively punctured the balloon. Now this is a violent act. I didn't know it got that deep. Y'all, police and onlookers actively punctured the balloon, stumping on it to release the helium and bringing the chaotic scene to a close. I'm gonna have to watch the video. Was it that bad, y'all? Was the 1997 Macy's Day Parade that bad? Where people from the audience had to come from out of the audience to help seize and take down Barney? This is a crime shame. Not only is it a crime, it's a crying and the shame. How could this happen? Now, when I was around in 1997, because I was around in 1997, I was either in 6th or 7th grade. So let me see here. Macy's Day Parade, 1997. I think the Macy's Day Parade comes on around Thanksgiving or Christmas time. I was probably in 6th grade when the Macy Day Parade came on. What's going on, Chile? How are you doing? We are talking about the 1997 Macy's Day Parade, where police had to get involved and take down the Barney float by violence. I'm on the part where the audience had to come undone and jump outside of their body and help puncture the flake. Now, this sounds like a mass mob of hate. I personally think that these people just simply had a bone to pick with Barney. And they probably were like, I'm sick of them kids playing that blankety blank, I love you song. I'm so sick of Barney. I wish my kids would listen to Sesame Street. I hate Barney. Let's take him down. Yeah, because they're not saying kids are involved. As the article reads, it seems as though these are all grown adults who are capable and fully aware of making their own decisions that took Barney out. The large Barney balloon got out of control and was struck by a lamppost at 51st Street. Aftermath. Police and onlookers actively punched the balloon, stomping on it to release the helium and bring the chaotic scene to a close. Now, if I could go back in time, I would want to go back in time to be at that moment. You know how awesome that would be? Well, LA, you're in luck. By the power of technology, all you have to do is click a link and you are transported there. I don't mean by pressing the link. I mean, if I could physically be there, that would be hilarious. Man, thank you for coming in, OPTIU as well. Thank you for coming in. Y'all have a good day at work. Y'all have a good evening, afternoon, or good night. Some of you are in here from India, Indonesia, and it's like evening or afternoon over there. Y'all have other things to do, like prepare for supper. That is dope, man. Y'all have a good meal. Shouts out to Hamburger Helper, because this show do make a great meal. We talked about that last Monday. And some of you actually had to report to work, and some of you are coming from work. It is Monday, and some of you guys have to do other things. Thank you for coming in on Monday Morning Motivation. Let's power move. Thank you guys for coming in. So we have here public reactions. Now, I gave my public reaction, and I think it's a whole bunch of adults who have a bone to pick with Barney, and they just came together to take him down. The spectacle drew cheers from the crowd. See there? With some children excited about the unusual event. Children of courage, they didn't cry. These children are bold nowadays. The children are bold. What else do we have in here? Let me read it. The incident was one of several caused by high winds during the parade that year, which made controlling the large balloons a challenge. Now, when these people are preparing for the Macy's Day Parade, they are preparing like a long time in advance, right? So how could they have missed this? It had to be unexpected, because they are always preparing. Have you ever seen the people who get to help hold the helium balloons? It's like thousands of people, and from on high, like in the helicopters, it looks like they are little ants. If they do the angle, we are blah 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 blah. We are reporting live from the Macy's Day Parade. We are coming down from a high-end Eagle Hawk view angle, and we see all the tiny little people holding down the float of Bart Simpson and Barney. Yes, Dolores, it's tons of people. Looks like 100 people on one side manning the helium balloon today. There won't be any high winds today. Look at all those people. So collectively we have 100, 200, 300 people holding this float together. We've got 100 on one side, 100 on the other, 50 on the front and on the other side. How could that happen? I'm wondering if they're going to tell us more about these alleged high winds. Yes, and millions of hand-placed flowers. Exactly. I wonder, years ago, I did watch on TV, like the preparation and the making of the Macy Day Parade and all the stuff that goes with it. There was a segment that caught my attention because, as you said, Anthony Henderson, that they have all the flowers are real on there. There was someone who participated, and he was really excited to be able to participate in any way necessary in the parade. But his concern was the living flowers and the attraction of bees. And he said, if I'm getting this right, but he had his EpiPen with him because he wasn't gonna let a bee get in front of his dreams of being able to be to participate in the parade. So yeah, that's cool you mentioned it because it made me think of that story right there. That's really cool. Let me get ready to put this in here. We are already approaching the first hour, and as always, it's like I'm just starting and we're rolling right into here. Welcome to Morning Move Monday Motivation. Let's power move. I'm helping you, and me too power through this glorious Monday. They have, I see right now in front of me, about 4 different clips of the Macy's Day Parade in 1997. Wow, it's a trip. This is going to be good entertainment. I'm going to want to pop some popcorn. I'm going to want to pop popcorn and watch this on the big screen. So I want to make a memo to myself for things to do because I have to have unwind time. So in addition to the lemon and the limes, pop popcorn and watch the Macy's Day Barney Parade. I'm going to write that down, guys. Pop popcorn. Watch Macy's Parade. I have it written down. It's important for me to write things down because it helps. I want to read more, and there's a deeper dive. What happened to Barney in 1997? For those of you who do not know, I read the article and then I go into the deeper dive. An AI overview tends to repeat itself slightly, but in the repetition of it all, AI adds other information in addition with that thought process to expand on it. So I just read it all over again, all right? So I'm about to read the deeper dive because your girl right here is curious about it all. Let me see here. Netflix stop. Why would it stop? I just started. Hang on. It's like, are you still watching? Just a second. Yes, I'm still watching. Hold on. Let me push on. Yes. It's a sad shame. Are you still watching? Yes, I'm still watching. Kind of, but it don't matter. Put yes on there. Are you still watching? What difference does it make? We pay for the subscription. Just be happy we giving y'all some funds. I'll roll. What happened to Barney in 1997? It says here, in 1997. Come on! The gigantic Barney balloon at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was damaged by high winds and had to be forcibly deflated by police. The incident became an infamous pop culture moment, satirically known as the murder of Barney. That is a sad shame. The incident occurred during the 71st annual parade on November 27th, 1997. Now, you didn't even have to have cable. Isn't that correct? Because when the Macy Day Parade came on, it was on the regular channels. It was a long time before we got cable. But the Macy's Day Parade was accessible whether you had it or not. So that was a good thing on there. The Barney balloon lost control at the 51st Street and Broadway, striking a lamppost and tearing open. Oh, man. Didn't Barney get into a few fights at some point? Yes, because prior to I saw some clips, and that's what honestly prompted me to want to watch it on the big screen after this live stream is over, because I saw some clips of what looked like some fighting. Like, what the heck is going on? Where's the love, Barney? Where's the love? Oh man. It says here, powerful wind gusts, some reaching over 40 miles per hour, caused several giant blue balloons to haywire. That's ridiculous. Yes, it was on public TV for sure, says Anthony Henderson. The Barney balloon lost control at 51st Street and Broadway, striking a lamppost and tearing open. As the balloon descended, officers from the New York City Police Department swarmed it. This is crazy, stabbing and stomping the inflatable dinosaur to release the helium. So during the process of this, did they all inhale the helium? Or were they just so quick to do a call to action? Did they wear a mask? Did they hold their breath? Because the scene would have been kind of like this. This is a reenactment. Let's pretend this is the Barney float. Dun, 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 dun. And welcome to the 71st 1997 Macy Day Parade. We have Barney coming in. Dun, 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 dun. I love you. You love me. Oh my gosh. Shh. What's that going on? High winds. Shh. High winds, Carol. High winds. We've got high winds. Oh my gosh. Barney just hit a lamppost. And it's tearing open. It's flying out of control. Send in the cops. They have their knives. Their voices were first like human. They're like, well, we're going to get Barney, take him down. And then slowly as the helium started to come out of the Barney balloon, they were like, yeah, we're going to take this. We're going to take this Barney down. We're going to take Barney down. Yeah, take him down, man. Yeah. They were like, cut the camera. The cops are high off the helium. Cut the camera. Cut the camera. That's the part they don't want to show. I know something like that happened. I don't think those cops wore masks. They just went to action to save lives. But the helium of it all, they could not depart from. Thank you for that demonstration. It says here, some observers, including children, cheered as Barney was deflated. You children, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. The high winds also caused damage to other balloons, including Pink Panther and Cat in the Hat, the latter of which caused serious injuries to a spectator. Now, which is the latter? Which helium balloon caused the violence to hurt someone? It never said yet. Is that something I'm going to have to break down? Beyond the parade. I'll put a pin in it right there. We are approaching the first hour already. I'm going to get to the survey because you guys, we already have 22 cool peeps who voted in the survey. I want to read what you guys have so far. How was your weekend? 45% of you cool peeps said it's all right. 41% said good. 0% said I went to work, and 14% said boring. Boring is better than bad. I'll take boring over a bad day any day. So technically, all of you guys who participated had a good, safe weekend, including myself. So round of applause for all of you for having a pretty darn good weekend. Good weekend here. Welcome to Elay TV Morning Move Monday morning motivation. Let's power move. I'm here to help you power through your work week, especially Monday and Tuesdays. Sometimes it can be tough. All by the way of me learning that from my teacher. Shouts out to my teachers. I realized that teachers weren't just teachers. But as a child, it was like you could only be one thing according to poor upbringing and thought processes. You could only be one thing. You're a teacher. How could you be something else but a teacher? You only have one thing to do. But teachers got tired too. And I learned along the way that Mondays were tough for them. Who knows what they had to deal with over the weekends, but when they came in on Monday, they was dragging. You know, we gotta have a soft work into these Mondays. You know, I think even though we're adults, the first half hour of a Monday should be a soft work in. You know, don't get right to work. Have some fresh donuts for the people. Say, look, hey, I know y'all want to be here. You'd rather be at home on your Xboxes, PlayStations, hanging around at the beach, going shopping, anywhere but here. But for the first half hour, here's some donuts, some fresh coffee, some juice, just to show, hey, we feel your pain, but we're going to get through this work week. Why? Because we have to. We have bills to pay. I got work to do. I got work to do. I got a job to do. A shimmy move, do. A shimmy move, do. I have my tea on. The air conditioner is on to balance on me not getting too hot and overheating in this suit. Now my head's getting cold, so that means the air conditioner is working. So I have to put this on so I don't freeze to death. Gravy train off. So I have my eye drops right there, and they worked out. Yup, they're whiter now. It worked. I've got Bluey on in the background, and I've got Netflix on in the background. I wanted to turn the TV up, but I'm not able to because it may pick up the sound and then I'll get a copyright strike. But that's what's on in the background. We have here our first hour. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, thank you for coming into the morning mood. I'm not going anywhere, but I am welcoming the new people who are just getting up. Some people get up at this hour. It's 6 a.m. in the morning. Good morning to all of you who have your alarm set between the 5:30, 6 o'clock morning hour. My name is Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you for coming in and welcome to Morning Moon Monday Motivation. Let's power move. We have reached our first hour of Morning Moo, and I'm welcoming you and shuma moo 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 into the atmosphere. Thank you for coming in. It is a glorious September 8th, 2025, and the time for me is 6:03 a.m. What time is it for you? Is it morning, evening, or afternoon? Voice isolation software. Not anymore, because the computer where I worked on crashed, and so on and so on. So, but I only used it, when I was doing, regular videos and not live streaming. So I haven't gotten that advanced to do any of that other stuff while I'm live streaming. But far as regular videos, is in that software. Yup. I'm gonna put some cows in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, and animals. It is time to put some cows in the chats. It's just going to be really quick. For those of you who are new here and have missed out, I'm putting some cows in the chat to celebrate cows and to apologize for the NASA people for placing the blame of global warming and the impending doom, the alleged end of the world, on cows. I like to say I am deeply sorry for the situation, which is why I'm dedicating this short moment for that. Harmonica! Thank you. Calls in the chat. 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 Let me put a few cows in the chat to celebrate the wonderful cows. I'll have you know, if there weren't any cows, guys, there wouldn't be any Burger King. Shouts out to the Flame Broil BK Burger King in the Heezy. Meow meow meow. But seriously though, I am sorry that the science people are placing the blame on you guys for alleged global warming and the impending doom. Here at Elay TV, I like to celebrate the cows not only because they're cute, they're fun, and why not? I'm in the cow suit Monday and Tuesday. I'm celebrating cows. And another thing, my wacko's wish. NASA people, can you please do us a solid, a solidarity peace offering, and give us a unicorn as a way to say, we're sorry, we messed up, we brought the aliens here, we were being greedy. Here's a peace offering. Here's some unicorns. We went back into our scientific vaults and we pulled out the unicorn for you to just say we're sorry. And while you're at it, can you do me a solid and whip up something cool for us, like the strawberry cow? Let me put this in here. Can you please make this world a better place by giving us the strawberry cow? Make this world a better place. Make that change like Michael Jackson said. Thank you so much for participating in the survey. 22 of you fine, cool peeps have participated. How was your weekend? 45% said, all right. 41% said good. 0% said, I went back to work, and 14% said boring. I'm ready to get back started with the article. I am talking about Barney, and I am currently reading in the AI overview section right here. I asked what happened to Barney in 1997, and in the deep dive portion, I am in the Beyond the Parade. Beyond the Parade. Thank you for hitting the like button when you come in or pressing it as you leave, because it really helps. I already have 10 likes in this first hour. Who knows, I'll probably have 20 likes by the second hour here, and that's right on target. We are really doing great here. Thank you guys so much for your support, because you sure don't have to do it. It's a choice. Beyond the Parade. While the incident was the most notable event for the character that year, Barney was also active on television and film production. What does this have to do with anything? We're going to find out. Television. The fourth season of Barney and Friends premiered in November 1997, introducing new child characters and puppet characters named Scooter McNutty and Miss Etta Katie. What does this have to do with the parade? Film production. The theatrical film Barney's Great Adventure was in production during 1997, though it will not be released until the following year. The film's promotion included Barney announcing the movie at a press conference. Barney had a press conference. How did I not see that? It must have been on cable. Around that time, I think we had cable. I think. The film promotion included Barney announcing the movie at a press conference in a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Wow! Now, I had a question. What happened? I want to know what happened to the survivors, or should I say, what happened to the people who got injured in the 1997 Macy's Day Parade? What happened to the people who got injured in the 1997 Macy's Day Parade? So I'm getting ready to find out my answer. What happened to the people who got injured in the 1997 Macy's Day Parade? In the Thank You AI overview. So right here it says, in the 1997 Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade, the Cat in the Hat balloon struck a lamppost, sending debris into the crowd and injuring 4 people. The most seriously injured was Caitlin Corona, who suffered a severe head injury, fell into a 24-day coma, and later settled, and later settled a lawsuit against Macy and other parties for an undisclosed sum in 2001. So you mean to tell me it took them all those years for them to settle out of court for something like that? I guess they were probably like, well, the winds came out of nowhere. Here's our stats of us, and statistics is the same thing, of how we did not foresee 40 mile an hour winds to gust, because we prepared for this parade 3 years in advance. And as you can see on our doppelganger radar, the reports came in clear as day, that there were supposed to be no winds in the area, not even in the surrounding states. So why should we pay her money? It's not our fault high winds came out of nowhere. I'm quite sure that was the angle they went on, because they didn't want to come off the money. That is crazy. So once again, in 1997 Macy's Day Parade, the Cat in the Hat balloon struck a lamppost, sending debris into the crowd and injuring 4 people. The most seriously injured was Kathleen Corona, who suffered a severe head injury, fell into a 24-day coma, and later settled a lawsuit against Macy's and other parties for an undisclosed sum in 2001. The other 3 injured individuals sustained less severe cuts and bruises, with one sister receiving stitches for a cut in the back of her head, ouch, and a chipped tooth. And their family expressed relief they were not more seriously hurt. For real. Details of the injury and lawsuit: Kathleen Corona suffered a skull fracture and a near-fatal head injury, leaving her in a coma for 24 days. She later filed a $395 million lawsuit. How do they come up with these numbers? Against Macy, the city, and the lamppost manufacturer, which was settled out of court in 2001. The lamppost manufacturer. What does the lamppost manufacturer have to do with a helium balloon? A lamppost is there to just simply provide light. Why would you sue the lamppost manufacturer? If anything, if it wasn't for the lamppost putting a hole in the balloon, who knows where that balloon would have shipped it off into? Who knows? Other injured spectators. 3 other people were hurt by falling debris. A sister, Mary Chamberlain, who uses a wheelchair, received a bruised forehead and a CAT scan. Her sister, Sarah Chamberlain, suffered a chipped tooth and cuts to the back of her head, requiring 9 stitches. And then it also says family reaction. The Chamberlains were relieved their daughters were not more seriously injured and did not plan to sue. Goodness, they probably split the money on the back end with the lady who came up with the biggest pot. The world would never know. What's going on, Sky? Good morning to you. This is what I want to know about the Cat in the Hat. The Cat in the Hat accident was one of several incidents during the windy 1997 parade and led to significant changes in the parade operation. So you mean to tell me it wasn't necessarily the Barney float that did the damage, but it was the Cat in the Hat that did the damage? Because when I first read the first article, like 30 minutes ago, it was reading as if Barney led the charge for the accident, but because of that, it caused a triple down effect. But the float that did the most damage was Cat in the Hat. We're about to find out and see. Thank you guys for coming in and pressing the like button. Wow. Aftermath. The Cat in the Hat accident was one of several incidents during the windy 1997 parade and led to significant changes in parade operations. How? In 1998, for new regulations, new rules were implemented, including the ban on larger balloons. What? Restrictions on balloon sizes, height, width, and length, and a specific wind speed threshold of 23 miles per hour for grounding giant balloons. So it's obviously they cannot control the wind, right? Increasing handler training. Balloon handlers receive more extensive training, including both classroom and field instructions. Yes, you got to be on the field for this. You just cannot go log on into the computer and get lessons. Whatever happened to hands-on experience, man? Why do you always have to have us go into the back room and have computers teach us how to do our jobs? Wouldn't it be easier if we had a human teach us, instead of sitting in a dusty break room with nosy people at a dirty cubicle having our orientation done by a software? Increased handler training. Balloon handlers receive more extensive training. Extensive training including classroom and field instructions. They got to get out on the field, man. Investigatory task force. A mayoral task force was established to investigate the incidents and recommend safety measures. I'm sure they have. It's a sad shame it takes something crazy like this for folks to hop to it. It shouldn't take an accident for people to want to get their acts together. But as of now, history repeats itself, and it's constantly repeating itself on that same unfortunate pattern of they wait for something bad to happen in order to want to do something about it. I don't want to hear it. Oh well, listen, Naheezy. Good morning. What's going on? Thank you for coming in. Hope you had a great weekend. Mine was very nice, peaceful. I got a lot done, and I'm doing my best to stick to the task at hand on my days off. I am talking about the Macy Day 1997 parade where the floats got out of control. Let me see what else is in here. I pushed deep dive overview in reference to what happened to the people who got injured in the 1997 Macy's Day Parade. And it says, in 1997 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, high winds caused the giant cat in the hat balloon to strike a lamppost, injuring 4 people. The most severely injured was a woman who was left in a coma for nearly a month. Now my concern is this, because when I read the first article about this, they talked about Barney. So now I want to know, on the 1997 Macy's Day Parade, in the 1997 Macy's Day Parade, and far as my breakfast right now, I'm definitely going to have some apple cinnamon oatmeal with some toast for sure. I may add an egg with it, who knows. In the 1997 Macy's Day Parade, which balloons, BALLO, got out of control? All right, this is what I want to know. These are the results. In the 1997 Macy's Day Parade, which balloons got out of control? Thank you, AI Overview. In 1997 Thanksgiving Day Parade, the cat in the hat balloon struck a lamppost and injured 4 people, 1 critically. High winds also caused the Barney balloon to get out of control. Terror on the lamppost and crash into handlers, and the Pink Panther balloon was difficult to control. Due to high winds and these accidents, handlers and police had to stab and deflate the Barney and Pink Panther balloons to prevent further damage. So I'm unearthing more information about these airy creatures. Alright, airy creatures. I had a good weekend, surfed, worked out, slept, ate, good food. That sounds like an awesome weekend. Surf's Up! Yay! Have you seen Surf's Up movie? That's not a Disney movie. It's by DreamWorks. It's good. It's a good soundtrack. And I'm glad you had a good weekend. And the majority of the people here who have voted have also had good weekends as well. So there's 3 floats involved into this Macy's Day 1997 parade accident where the balloons got out of hand. It wasn't just Barney, it was Cat in the Hat and Pink Panther. But from the information that I'm gathering right now, the balloons that they had to take down by way of deflation with the sharp object was the Barney one and the Cat in the Hat one. No, the Barney one and the Pink Panther one. So it says here, Cat in the Hat. The Cat in the Hat balloon struck a lamppost, causing a piece of the post to fall on the bystander. So that's why she sued. There's more information. Yeah, it's a good film. And of course, it's about surfing. It's an animation. So I think you'll like it. So that's why she sued the lamppost people. Because when the Cat in the Hat balloon hit the lamppost, a piece of the lamppost fell on the person. So that means they weren't out there doing up-to-date inspections. Boom. So yeah, because of that, if they did their up-to-date inspections on the lamppost, that could have been avoided because the lamppost would have been replaced, and that probably wouldn't have happened. So this resulted in one woman suffering an injury and being put in a coma for nearly a month. As far as the Barney float goes, high winds caused Barney to sway dangerously, and handlers struggled to control it. Barney just started dancing. You know, usually when they're having a parade, let's say, for example, let's keep it in the same vein of the topic. They have the Barney parade going, and I'm quite sure they had the music playing. I love you, you love me. So Barney was dancing to his own theme song, and that's what caused the swing. They're trying to blame it on high winds, but what they're trying to do is keep under wraps that the Barney was actually alive and he started dancing. Whatever. The balloon eventually hit a lamppost, tearing a large hole in its side and crashing onto handlers. NYPD officers had to stab and deflate the Barney balloon to bring it under control. So did Barney go to jail after they took him down? Just like when Chuck E. Cheese got arrested. Y'all know Chuck E. Cheese got arrested, right? I talked about that a few weeks ago. And for the Pink Panther float, the Pink Panther balloon also gave it to high winds, and officers similarly stabbed it to deflate it. That's a crying shame. It's a deep dive in AI mode. What more could they possibly say? Now, we talked about Barney and Pink Panther, but that wasn't enough information for the Pink Panther. Did anyone get hurt from him, or was it just the Barney one? The world will never know. Chuck E. Cheese got arrested because it was in another state. Well, the guy who was dressed up as Chucky, he used the card from a woman who paid for her child's birthday party. So the guy who is Chucky took the credit card and bought a whole bunch of stuff, and he got caught. But the sad part about it was they actually arrested Chucky while he was in his costume in front of children. Now that was done in bad taste. The police arrested Chucky in front of the children while he was in his costume. That's what happened. Oh, Chucky, tell me about it. Trying to get these kids to lead a life of crime. That's not the way. It's not the way. It says here, what does it say? Hercules is so full of testosterone. Here we go. Hercules is so full of testosterone, ego, etc., but he is still the president and my homie. Yes. That's funny. So in the 1997 Macy's Day Parade, high winds caused the Cat in the Hat, Barney the dinosaur, and Pink Panther balloons to get out of control. That's 3 characters. The incidents were severe enough to prompt stricter safety regulations for future parades. The most serious incident involved the Cat in the Hat balloon, which struck a lamppost on 72nd Street in Central Park West. Now, the first article said this happened on 51st Street. Which street is it? As I go back and wait for the page to load, the incident occurred during the 71st annual parade on November 27, 1997, and it says here the Barney balloon lost control. Okay, the Barney balloon lost control at the 51st Street and Broadway, striking a lamppost. So it started on the 51st Street. And then the Cat in the Hat float, the most serious incident occurred at another lamppost on 72nd Street. So you mean to tell me it took all those streets before they could get it under control? You mean to tell me those balloons or those floats was tearing through the streets all the way from 51st Street to 72nd Street, just slicing through stuff, dragging the people through the street? Did they cut the camera? There's like I'm about to do another reenactment of the Macy's Day Parade. We have 2 reenactments here. This will be the float. Hello everyone, I will be the float, and this will be the person pretending to hold the float. So you mean to tell me, as the Macy's Day Parade proceeded, the floats got out of control and started dragging people all the way from the 51st Street to the 72nd Street. Collision high winds pushed the 6-story tall balloon, wow, into the lamppost, causing its arm to break off. So that's what Tarsus was talking about probably when he mentioned Hercules biting into somebody's arm. Or were you placing the blame on the Cat in the Hat losing its arm, or Hercules are actually biting off his arm? So it says here, the collision, high winds pushed the 6-story tall Cat in the Hat balloon into the lamppost, causing its arm to break off. Ooh, the injuries from the Cat in the Hat balloon. The falling debris struck spectators below. Man, Barney the dinosaur. As the parade continued on Broadway, the Barney balloon became unmanageable in the gusty winds. Collision and deflation. Near 51st Street, handlers lost control, and the balloon was forced into a street light, causing a large tear. Intervention. And we already know how they intervene on that. They took out weapons and took it down. You monsters. You monsters. It seems to me that cops don't know how to deal with animated creatures, thusly Chuck E. Cheese, as I filled in OLS on the arresting of Chucky in front of beautiful children. And now the police take it down by force with weapons. The Pink Panther float and Barney float in front of children once again. I think we need to have the cops trained on how to handle mysterious and mystic creatures of that nature. Have you seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit cartoon? This is a situation where life meets Toontown. We have the humans versus the toons, and obviously we don't have any training on how to deal with the toons. I'm sorry, Chuck E. Cheese, and I'm sorry, Barney, and the Pink Panther. Get it together. Is there anything else I want to know in reference to this Macy's Day 1997 parade? So I've asked so far what happened to Barney in the 1997 parade, and then I asked, I'm waiting for the page to load, what happened to the people who got injured in the 1997 Macy's Day Parade? And my next question is, in the 1997 Macy's Day Parade, which balloons got out of control? 3 bandits on the loose that they took down by violent force, which is a sad shame. It would have been the sight. I plan to watch these on TV, because in the first tab I have open for my first question, it showed some clips at the bottom that I could see in reference to that parade. I want to watch that after the live stream with some popcorn. I said popcorn because it's early, so perhaps I'll save it during the lunchtime with my popcorn, because I had to eat breakfast first. Tarsus said the parade was all about Hercules. Hercules behind the scene at the Macy's Day Parade, causing all type of ruckus and commotion, and tearing off the arm of the, what was it? Whose arm did he tear off? Who lost its arm in the float? The cat in the hat lost his arm in the float. Tarsus continued on saying, they tried to arrest me. I was like, my homie is Hercules. And they were having a, oh yeah, it's like, yeah, have a nice day, brother. No, we'll mess with Hercules. Yeah, you'll mess with Hercules, he'll bite your head off. No, he won't. Stop saying that. For those of you who don't know, I do have a live audience here on the ELAY TV platform. It sits up to 12 people. That's a dozen. And on a good day, a baker's dozen. So a baker's dozen is what, 13, 14? So I have a live recording of people behind the scenes who watch my show. So if you see me veering out to the side, I'm talking to my live audience who bought tickets from Fandango and watch the show live. So I'm not crazy. I'm just talking to the live people behind the scenes. Moving forward, now that you have some background information behind the scenes of how things work and where are these extra voices coming from, for example, Elay, get back to the show. That's the people who are here on the set. Yeah, Hercules, he is some type of bodyguard. But you have, apparently, Tarsus has exclusivity to your boy Hercules. Those two are like this now. They friends. Wow, long time no see. Hi. Or should I say her? What's going on, Douglas family? Good morning to you guys. We've got Douglas family here. Coconut. Hercules comes on Fridays. He will be with us Fridays. But you're more than welcome to catch the replay. Many of you will catch the replay because he still comes on at 5 o'clock, the same time slot. But Hercules has a playlist if you want to catch up with what's been going on with him and Wendy's and him and his grandmother. I do. Thank you so much. It's really cool. By the power of social media, I can do anything. And I'm happy about that. I'm grateful for social media. It's a great outlet to stay creative. Oh, look, coconuts. That's pretty. Thank you for the coconuts. I want to put fruit in here too. Let me look for some fruit. Ooh, hold on. I typed in fruit and it was like, no, whatever. So I'll look through it the old-fashioned way. I'll look for grapes. Let me see. G-R-A. Ooh, maybe they'll come up. I'm putting grapes in the chat. Let me see if you guys will see them. Oh, can y'all see the grapes? Grapes! I put some grapes in the chat. That's pretty. Thank you so much, coconut. Yeah, look at that. We have coconut. That's why I put the coconuts in the chat. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, we're talking about the 1997 Macy's Day Parade where 3 floats got out of control. Do y'all remember that? Barney, the Pink Panther, and who else? The Cat in the Hat was the 3 floats that got out of control. I tell you, Hercules and me got the whole social media solidarity thing going on. And he is like my Arnold Schwarzenegger and I'm his Christian Slater. I cannot. Gravy train, dog food. I cannot with you. That's so funny. Hold on, y'all. That is funny. Thank you guys for the little hearts and stuff. I see them on the big monitor. Thank you so much for coming in. Let me put Douglas family as well. You guys are a great group of people. Hi. I'm put hi. And the big old happy hand is like right here as soon as it loads up. There it is. Yay. That one, that one, that one. Pow. There we go. Thank you guys. And then at there we go. Hey, I don't put hey. By me saying hey like that, it made me think of the Fat Albert movie. I haven't seen it, but I just, you know, I really like the clothing. They were animated and cute. I'm gonna have to go on Mercari and look for some old school clothes of those and just bring it back. I believe that's everything. I think I actually finished everything in reference to the Macy's Day Parade. I mean, since the lady got hurt, they definitely tightened up their situation. It shouldn't have taken an emergency like that for them to want to do as such, but here we are. They decided to also make the balloons smaller. That's what it is. After the 1997 Macy's Day Parade, didn't the requirements REQUIRE for the floats FLOA to be smaller happen there? I like when I type into AI overview, because when I'm asking questions and they kind of sound like run-on sentences, AI overview don't be like trying to correct my grammar in English and rephrase the question to make me feel stupid or to try to educate me in that moment when it knows what I'm saying. And that's the sad shame, humans, because I don't want to rely on AI like that. People are supposed to just talk to us and know what we're saying, no matter if we say words correctly or not. If you know what we're saying on the realm of basic English, don't constantly try to correct us in that moment. It's kind of deflating. It ruins the conversation of someone actually having the gall to ask a question in the first place. And I'm saying that because if I feel that way and I'm an adult, just imagine how the kids feel. You're setting them up to be more reliant on AI and not a human. And that's a scary place to be in. So I wanted to know, after the 1997 Macy's Day Parade incident, didn't the requirements for the floats to be smaller happen? Thank you, AI Overview. It says, yes, following the serious accidents at the 1997 Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade. Come on! Sit down! New regulations were implemented that place strict limitations on the size of balloons. The rules were created in response to the Cat in the Hat balloon crashing into a lamppost during high winds. which left the spectator in the coma. And it also goes on to list the changes that went into place the following year. So they did not waste time on that. I just thought of an idea. Let me see. I don't want to lose my idea. What I was going to say. Oh, what was I going to say? Perhaps the thought will come back to me because I was going to write it down. Well, moving forward, key changes put in place starting in 1998 included maximum dimensions. Giant character balloons were restricted to a maximum size of 70 feet high. I remember now. Wow. I remember. I wrote it down. Yes. So these are the key changes. Maximum dimensions. So they were restricted to the maximum size of 70 feet high, 78 feet long. Come on, sit down! And 40 feet wide. These limits effectively banned some of the largest and most widely designed, such as the original Cat in the Hat balloon. Yeah, I see that was scary because I think it was the Cat in the Hat balloon. They said that thing was 6 feet tall. Isn't that what it said? The float was over 6 feet tall. And not to mention, I don't know how wide it was, plus with all the helium and stuff in there. So, goodness. Wind speed limits. The city established a new rule prohibiting large balloons from flying if sustained winds exceeded 23 miles per hour or if gusts exceeds 34. So, if gusts exceeds 34, that's like 6 less than 40. And it was the 40 mile per hour gust of wind that took everything and everybody out. Improved handling. The parade now uses utility vehicles to anchor the largest balloons, in addition to handlers. This provides more stability and control. That is a smart idea. That's correct. It gives them more weight. I like that. So the parade now uses utility vehicles to anchor the largest balloons in addition to the human handlers. I love that idea. That's a good idea. It's amazing why they would think that human strength alone is enough to do things. It's a sad reflection of the thought processes of the human people in quote power, to think that human strength alone will get you through. We cannot do everything. We need something stronger than us to get us through. And it took someone getting hurt to understand that. Enhanced training. Volunteers who handle the balloons are now required to undergo physical fitness tests. Come on, people. And classroom instructions. And one of the articles I read, they're going to incorporate or have incorporated field training. So getting them actually out there in the streets and putting them in a real life scenario of what they're going to be dealing with come the Macy's Day Parade. I tell you guys, that's what they should have done in the first place. And it makes me sad because it's like they're overlooking the safety precautions of the people. It's like that should be some of the first things that come in mind. I just don't get it. These safety protocols were designed to prevent a reoccurrence of the 1997 incident, which highlighted the significant danger that the giant balloons could pose in high winds. Tell me all about it. I'm just glad nobody passed away in there. And I'm glad that lady won that lawsuit. It took forever and a day before her to win, because it happened in 1997. She was in a coma for dang near a month. And it wasn't until 2001 where she won. I'm just glad everybody was alive and didn't pass away from it, because we don't need that. I'm glad everybody survived. There's a deep dive overview for this. Y'all, it seemed like I just did a deep... It seemed like what I just read was a deep dive overview. It provided a good information on there. But what I'm questioning is, why would they want to put a cap so close to, what is it, 36 miles an hour? 35 miles an hour? That's too close to the target speed where the whole incident happened in the first place. It's like 6 degrees less. So what is it? 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34. Why would you want to play around so close with that? I don't like that. I think if anything, 28 is pushing it, you know? But I guess since they included new technology and having cars at the end of the vehicles, everything will be all right. But that's still gamble. It's a big gamble. It's a big dang gamble still. So there's an AI overview. After the 1997 Macy's Day Parade incident, didn't the requirements for the floats, change? New regulations. The following year, at the mayoral task force reviewed the incident, new safety measures were implemented. Is it saying anything more? Yes, size limits. A rule was created to restrict the dimensions of giant balloons to no more than 70 feet high, 78 feet long, and 40 feet wide. This forced several oversized legacy balloons to be retired. Which balloons were retired? Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Which legacy were retired after? Oh boy, this is cool. 1997 Macy Day Parade. Now, I'm not going to read that yet, but I'm typing it in so I can come back to it. So it says here, this forced oversized legacy balloons to be retired. Wind restrictions. The city instructed a no-fly rule for giant balloons if sustained winds exceeds 23 miles per hour. Okay, sis, this is more information. Why didn't it just say that in the first place? The city instituted a no-fly rule for giant balloons. If sustained winds exceeds 23 miles per hour or gusts exceeds 34. So they have two different gauges. So they do care about the people. I was really concerned about that. I'm like, haven't you guys learned your lesson? Clearly. But now they have. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate your honesty. It's tough here. I know wherever you're from, everyone says it's tough where they're from. Rightfully so, so I get it. It's tough, man. The Macy's Parade is cool. And I'm glad it didn't get canceled. And I'm glad that they fixed the restrictions too to 23 miles an hour. Fires went to start considering to shut things down or to stop for a moment. Utility vehicle tethers. Dun dun dun. Each large balloon must now be tethered to 2 utility vehicles. I thought it was 4. It should be 4. 2 in the front, 2 in the back. One for guidance and one for an anchor, in addition to being controlled by human handlers. So once again, utility vehicle tethers. Each large balloon must now be tethered to 2 utility vehicles, one for guidance and one as an anchor, in addition to being controlled by human handlers. Enhanced training. New, more intensive training was implemented for balloon handlers, which is about dang time. I roll. I think so too. Not just 2, because when I first read about them implementing the vehicles to help guide, I instantly thought of 4. 4 seems secure, because if one breaks, you have 3. And if two breaks, you have two. But then you can maneuver it to kind of go balance out at the angle. That's a sad shame. I don't want another incident to happen for them to get with the program like you guys and I are on and implement 4. How many times have things come to a fatal end all in the name of saving for costs? I don't want to hear it. They are big balloons. Yeah. What's going on for New Zealand? Well, the specific balloons we're talking about, they use helium for these Macy Day Parade ones. Yeah, they use helium, y'all. I want some coffee. Right now, I have tea. And I needed some tea. But I'm trying to engage with y'all, and I'm spelling stuff so wrong. Some coffee, but right now I'm drinking there. There we go. And moving forward, I have another tab open, but before I read the tab, I am curious about the survey because now we have 28 cool peeps who participated in it, and I want to know how the guys' weekend was going. I asked earlier, about 2 hours ago, guys. We're rolling into the second hour. I have not looked at the time since the last time I looked at the time, meaning an hour ago. I looked at the time and I was like, wow, we're rolling into our first hour. And now I'm looking at the time, we're rolling into our second. Yes, I have some Lipton's tea in my really cool teacup. I have 2 thermoses or adult sippy cups. This is my hot beverage one mainly. I try to keep them separate. I have my tea in here, hot chocolate or coffee on the good day. I'm thinking about filling this puppy up with coffee today. Making the coffee really special. Meaning like putting like some chocolate in it to reward myself. So I have here, guys, I'm going to read the survey results. Y'all, I'm trying to open the survey and it's slow. My computer is lagging. Thank you so much. Chile's channel is really cool. Be professional, LA. Y'all hear the audience in the background. So I'm going to try to push this again. Here it is. How was your weekend? And 46% said all right. 36% said good. 0% said did not. 0% did not go to work, and 18% said boring. I'll take a boring weekend over a bad weekend in a heartbeat. So in my mind, all of you guys had good weekends. Yeah. Woo! Ow, 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 ow. I'm happy about that. I'll put some hearts in the chat. I'm happy. Yay! Comma. I'm happy that all of us had good and safe weekends. I'm definitely happy about that. Everyone had good and safe weekends, right? Definitely. Let me see here. So I have something in the tab. Here it is. Which legacy balloons were retired at the 1997 Macy's Day Parade? In the AI overview, it said that after that incident happened, they had to basically scale down the floats, and some of the floats had to go into retirement. I want to know which floats went to retirement. As I was thinking while reading at the same time, my first guess was Garfield. Now let me see. After the 1997 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, The Barney balloon, which was pulled from the parade after high winds incident, the Cat in the Hat balloon were retired. Other balloons such as the Ice Stars and other novelty balloons are also removed from the lineup or retired shortly after the event. Here are the balloons retired or removed from the parade lineup after the 1997 event. Barney. The Barney balloon was pulled from the parade due to high winds, and the incident led to its retirement after the event. You don't say! Y'all stabbed him in front of children. Of course he is retired. It did the same thing with the Cat in the Hat balloon. Active violence. Couldn't y'all just climbed up there and took the unplugged it? No, you have to go to violence. The Cat in the Hat, the giant balloon, a 1994 through 1997 participant, was also pulled from the parade line at 36th Street. So, how many streets did this parade run terror on? Because when I read the first article, y'all, it said, according to AI Overview, but I must confess that AI Overview told me AI sometimes makes mistakes. Once again, AI sometimes makes mistakes. But according to the first tab, it told me that the scene of the crime started on the Miracle of 51st Street and dragged us behind to the 72nd or 73rd Street. But reading this, it seemed like it may have started on the 36th Street. Isn't that all of New York City? Now on 36th Street, the Cat in the Hat, this balloon, a 1994 through 1997 participant, sit down, also pulled from the parade line at 36th Street, leading to his retirement from the event. Now, how many streets did these floats tear up? Praying for you to be monetized. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. In due time, as sad, as solemn, as solid as that sound, in due time, it shall happen. One sweet day, by and by, which is sadly true, it will happen. Yes, 36th to 76th Street. No one wants to take... No one wants to take responsibility. You doggone right nobody want to take responsibility. LOL. 36 and 77 is one of the 76th Street. No one wants to take responsibility. You're right. Now sit down, please. Good gravy. What I'm gonna do with him? Oh, I cannot. I just cannot. So it says here, Ice Stars and other novelty balloons. The Ice Stars, a group of novelty balloons, were removed from the parade lineup in 1997, along with other novelty balloons, and retired shortly after the 2000s parade. I don't even know what Ice Stars is. That's why it's no longer with us. That was their way to get rid of them anyways, right? What in the world is Ice Stars? I definitely want to do a deep dive overview of this because there had to be more floats that got away. Oh well, thank you for putting the Cat in the Hat. That was definitely one that got retired. And then you remember the 1997 event, you saw it on the news. Yes, exactly. Oh well, which legacy balloons were retired after the 1997 Macy's Day Parade? Gravy train dog food. Gravy train dog food. Gravy train dog food. Multiple balloons were retired after the disastrous, well, they didn't lie about that, the disastrous 1997 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which was affected by high winds. Legacy balloons that were retired include, oh, now here is the list that keeps on giving. I haven't the slightest idea why my face is shining up with so much oil, because today I did not use the lotion that says glow to give you a natural glow. I use my regular cocoa butter. Yes, stereotypical. Yes, black people do use the lotion with cocoa butter. Why? Because it just seems to work the best. So I use this typical cocoa butter infused lotion, and I have no understanding why my face is shining. Am I sweating? I know my hands feel clammy, and I'm not nervous. I wonder if I'm coming under the weather. I know the season's changing and my nose starting to run a little bit more. And last week I did complain that I had issues breathing, but that was a high humidity day. I felt it that day. Nonetheless, if I take my behind outside and sit under the sun, all will be healed. Well, at least that's what the Superman movie said. Moving forward, I don't feel no ways tired. Multiple balloons were retired after the disastrous 1997 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which was affected by high winds. Legacy balloons that were retired are as follow: the Cat in the Hat, Pink Panther, Barney the Dinosaur. No, not Sonic the Hedgehog. Are you serious? Bumpy. Bump that. Don't nobody care about Bumpy. Pennsylvania Dutch ornament. Not that. Isn't the Pennsylvania Dutch ornament? Wasn't he red? No. Flower ornaments. Ice stars. Petula Pig. Not to be mixed up with Peppa Pig. Flying fish. Fuji film blimp. The 1997 wind incident, gusts of wind reaching over 40 miles per hour during the parade caused multiple accidents and injuries, leading to the retirement of several balloons and the implementation of new safety rules. Implementation is a mighty long word, and it is spelled as follows: IMPLEME. Oh my gosh. I gotta start over again. Implementation is a mighty long word, and it is spelled as follows: IMPLEMENTATION. Do you know what that means? If you ain't know, sit down. If you ain't know, sit down. If you ain't know, sit down. That's a long word. The Cat in the Hat struck a lamppost. We know that Barney the Dinosaur and Pink Panther were forcibly deflated by police and pulled from the parade after being caught in high winds. Now, I didn't know Sonic the Hedgehog got into trouble. You got normal facial oil. If you see me in an Australian summer, you will know. It's not the summertime. The facial oil is facial oiling today. Good night. Thank you for coming in, OLS. I'm happy to have been able to be a part of your world, to add a little more happy season and happy steak sauce to your day. You have a good night, OLS. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Sweet dreams. May your dreams be protected, and you will not come under attack as you sleep. May you get all the answers to your questions given to you in your dreams, and when you wake up, I hope that you remember those dreams so you can apply them to your life. Y'all, I had no idea Sonic did something. And I don't know if something happened to him during the parade. But he's listed here. Sonic the Hedgehog and Bumpy both were damaged and pulled from the parade due to strong wind gusts. How could you treat Sonic the legendary Hedgehog as a side note? So you mean to tell me not Hercules? I'm up here. Tarzan, see, I said Hercules. Yeah, so you mean to tell me Sonic the Hedgehog was part of the 1997 Macy's Day Parade disaster as well? I need to ask that. Let me type this into the next tab. for my next question. Dog, this is fun. Hedgehogs in real life look so adorable, don't they? Unbelievably cute. How in the world could one think of something so cute? A hedgehog. Was Sonic the Hedgehog also a part of the 1997 parade? PARADE debacle? Question mark. And while that load up, I'm going to go back to what I was reading, but I have my next question queued up. So once again, Sonic the Hedgehog and Bumpy both were damaged and pulled from the parade due to strong wind gusts. I had no idea that Sonic was a part of that. And then Pennsylvania Dutch ornament and flower ornaments. These novelty balloons, along with several others, were removed from the parade permanently. Dang it, after the 1997 incident. I mean, did they at least try to recreate them and make them smaller? Or are they just left well enough alone? I just don't get it. Let me see here. And bada bing. So let me see here. Is there anything else? I need to look for the Sonic the Hedgehog one. Yes. Was Sonic the Hedgehog also a part of the 1997 Macy's parade debacle? And it says yes. Yes, the Sonic the Hedgehog balloon was involved in the chaotic uses such strong words. Yes, the Sonic the Hedgehog balloon was involved in the chaotic 1997 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The Macy's Day Parade! The balloon was severely damaged by high winds and had to be pulled from the parade route shortly after it began. He didn't even get a jump start to Gotta Go Fast. They took him out at the beginning. Man, that's messed up. The dog, man. Thank you so much. Details on Sonic's participation. Hang on, guys. Let me get a sip of tea. Why weren't they talking about this? Is it because he actually didn't contribute to the leading damage and the evolutionary change of the Macy's Day Parade? So you mean to tell me if Sonic apparently had technical difficulties at the start of the parade, but he didn't tie in with the other three balloons or floats that actually brought the Macy's Day Parade down to its knees, changing everything? Details on Sonic's participation. The initial accident. As the parade was starting, Sonic's head was Why didn't they lead with this? Y'all, this is sad. Oh my goodness. After seeing this, they should have left. Abandon hope, all ye who enter. It said here, the initial accident as the parade was started, Sonic's head was torn open. What the HIJKLMNOP? I cannot even finish the dang system. I cannot even finish the dang sentence. I'm crying. Why didn't they just leave with that? This is actually more funnier than them shooting down Barney with a hot pistol, was stabbing him in the Macy's Day Parade. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Get it together, LA. You're live streaming. I know I'm live streaming. I'm supposed to be. Stuff is stuck up, uptight, primped, polished, and perfectionized. I ain't supposed to be laughing. For the third time, I'm going to try to read this. Details on Sonic's preparation. In the 1997 Macy's Day Parade that ended in tragedy. The initial accident. As the parade was starting, Sonic's head was torn open by the intense wind near Central Park. Now, y'all, they keep pushing this parade back further and further. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies, tell me lies. Oh my gosh, how many more lies we gonna unearth? How many times, Tarsus, have they told us, well, the parade started on 73rd Street. No, the parade started on 51st Street. No, the parade started on 32nd Street. No, the parade actually started at Central Park. 1 minute, I'm in Central Park. Dun, 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 dun. Next minute, I'm afraid of the dark. Dun, dun. Now, you mean to tell me this whole parade, this Macy's Day Parade disaster started at Central Park before they can even get the cameras rolling? Stuff was falling apart. What's going on, Kendrick Newman Morel? Good morning, LA. Today is my B day. Can we get a shout out? H, yeah, you can get a shout out. Hang on, let me get the digital birthday cakes together. Let me look for birthday cakes. BART. There go the cakes right there. Okay. Happy birthday. Let me see if I can get a couple of balloons in the heezy too. Balloon. B-A-L. Oh, come on. Balloon. Oh, man. I'm struggling to spell balloon. Just a minute. Let me put this part in here first. Oh. Hey. Just for a moment, Kendrick. Happy birthday. Meow, meow, meow. HAPPYBIRTHDAY. I know how to spell happy birthday. Goodness. I'm trying to spell balloon. I'm getting the letters all backwards. Let me see here. There we go. Bam. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, and animals, if you want to, let's put some party emojis in the emoji shouts, emoji chats, and shout out Kendrick Newman Murrell. Meow, meow, meow. It's his birthday. Look what you started, Kendrick. We just put this dude to sleep. Somebody's got a birthday. You get a balloon. You get a balloon. You get a balloon. Everybody gets a balloon. Happy birthday, Kendrick Newman Murrell. Meow, meow, meow. How you doing, sir? Happy birthday. Welcome to being on planet Earth. Glad you're here. You could have been anywhere else. Thank you for coming in. This time I won't tell him to sit down. Thank you for that. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for coming in, and it is an honor that you came here to start your day. Just for a moment, please. Oh, man. What a glorious day in town. Oh, man. Let me see here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys, for spreading the love. We've got love and trophies. Oh, look at that. I'm looking for cake. If I type in cake. Nope. I want to put cupcakes in here too. C-U-P-C. Wait, cupcake. I know how to spell cupcake. There's cupcakes. And let me look for a balloon. Or put party or something. P-A-R-T-Y. Oh, this is cute. Let me put this in there too. Okay, hold on. Dang it, I just got up here, y'all. I gotta use the bathroom. This is the first time I had to use the bathroom. Fudge. So let me put, I gotta go bathroom. What the gravy train dog food? Hey, that's life. That's what people say. I'm looking for my emoji to express myself, but it is not allowing me. Let me see. Here it is. I will be right back. Man, that's messed up. I actually have to use the bathroom. I'm falling apart. Yo, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Dang. I gotta use the bathroom. I'm hungry. I should have had a Oh my goodness, that was the first. It's been a long time. Usually I could make it. But hey, I'm back. Where's my lotion at? So my hands can stay moisturized. Where is my oh, here we go. On my way back, I grabbed me a small orange anyway, so that worked out. So let me put some lotion on my hands. Thank you guys for waiting. Nature calls. I have to go to the ladies' room. Once again, what's up, Tarsis, Kendrick, Newman, Merle? Thank you for coming in and waiting. Oh, man. Gravy tray dog food. I am back. And now look at this tiny little orange. I'm going to eat this while I'm on here. I had no idea that this one tiny little article was going to spread into having me ask all these thousands of questions. Alright, all these thousands of questions. Let me put my things back on. Y'all, I did my hair on Friday after the live stream. I washed it, I conditioned it, I straightened it out. Do it look like it? I tell you, some days my hair I can tame my hair, some days I cannot. This is, hey, my hair has a life of its own, so I'm like, okay, whatever, hair, have it your way. I guess I'm not the only thing around here, a person around here who like Burger King. Nonetheless, Hercules is trying to sabotage LA again. Thank you guys. Oop, I don't want to get that on there. You guys ever get orange juice into your eye? Like when you're peeling an orange? I have, and it hurt. I'm like, why is this happening to me? I didn't have a bad thought. I'm just sitting down here being happy. And I'm pale orange and the juice got in my eyes like, you want to talk about watching LA turn from LA to some Dragon Ball Z character. I started rising up from the ground. Oh, oh, ah. They're like, calm down, LA. My eye. Boom, 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 boom. I look up. I'm in the hospital. Not because I got hurt. Folks standing around me got hurt because I done set it off. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Let me give y'all some roses. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Now, wELAY, we talked about you not having these issues under control. We're going to have to send you and Hercules to anger management class. I'm like, I don't need no anger management class. This haven't happened in over 100 years. 100 years. But I'm telling y'all too much about myself and all my superpowers and all that. That y'all need to know all that. So just pretend I didn't say any of this. AI overview. Yes, LA. Can you just block out that last 3 minutes for me? No, can do. Great. Well, whatever. Well, I hope y'all had a good time. Hercules is so fun to be around. A cool animated character. Let me see here. Where did I leave off? We were talking about Sonic the Hedgehog and all of the things that happened to him. Leading off with Sonic's head was torn open by the intense wind near Central Park. Forced removal. Due to the severe damage, due to the severe damage, the balloon was taken out of the procession after only one block. So they took him out of here only after one block. Media coverage for the NBC telecast, organizers used footage from Sonic's successful 1994 parade flight to substitute in its live appearance. See, they was doing technical manipulation back then. That wasn't necessary. If Sonic the Hedgehog's head split open at the first block of the Macy's Day 1997 parade, no need to punch in footage from 1994 to make things look like it's okay. I mess up on here all the time. There's no point in editing it out. Now, this makes perfect sense because how come some clips of Sonic look okay? Sometimes I will hear things that Sonic wasn't. So I'm going to read this again. Media coverage. For the NBC telecast, organizers used footage from Sonic's successful 1994 parade flight to substitute for his live appearance. That's trash. Balloons fade. The damage from the 1997 event ultimately led to the retirement of the original Sonic balloon. Well, did they replace Sonic the Hedgehog? Sonic's incident was one of many that occurred during the 1997 parade, which is considered one of the most disastrous due to dangerously high winds. Other notable incidents from that year include the Cat in the Hat, Barney and the Pink Panther. That's a crying shame. Why are they leaving out information like that? Juicy, valuable information like that. So Sonic the Hedgehog was also involved in this Macy's Day 1997 parade disaster, as AI overview says. they've used some strong words describing the parade. Hey, they said it, I didn't. Let me check a couple things out over here to keep in line with what I'm doing. It is exactly 7:25 a.m. on September 8th, 2025, and it is a glorious Monday morning. Thank you guys for coming in and liking and sharing and commenting and subscribing. You guys, the subscribers are just going up and up and up beyond my wacko's wish. That means a lot, because y'all most certainly do not have to do this. I mean, not really. Yeah, I really don't. Thank you so much. Let me go over here and see what's cooking over here. I'm doing great. I'm keeping up with the time. And bada bing. The light is shining directly over my tab where I want to see memory savers. Free up some memory from inactive tabs so it can be used by... No, I don't want to close my tabs. I need these tabs so I can see where I'm going. How much more could they tell us? All I can say, this is like my millionth tab I'm opening, and we're finding out that this parade, actually the parade disaster, started at Central Park. So how far of a distance is... now that's a good question. How far of a distance distance is Central Park to, let's say, 76th Street? Because I think the parade disaster went all the way to 76th Street, so I'll leave that there. Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog balloon was involved in the 1997 Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade debacle. Like many other balloons that year, it was damaged by extreme high winds. Don't you think if extreme high winds tore open Sonic the Hedgehog's head at the start of the Macy's Day Parade, that was an inclination for y'all to at least wait 20 minutes to start late? No, we gotta be on time because money over lives, I suppose. And look what the heck happened. It could have been worse, but it ended bad for y'all, because how much money did all those companies come out of? Millions of dollars, in the three figures of it all. That woman walked out of there with like over $300 million in lawsuit money. Lawsuit money. She making lawsuit money. So nobody passed away, thankfully, but it was over $300 million plus lesson that was taxed on all of them because of that. Crying shame. Details of the incident: strong wind gusts caused the Sonic balloon to have problems at the beginning of the parade. So stuff was jumping off at the start of the parade, and they continue to presume with the parade, y'all. What in the age? Strong wind gusts caused the Sonic balloon to have problems at the beginning. The balloon's head was torn open near Central Park shortly after the march began. Yes, lawsuit money. Man. Due to the damage, the Sonic balloon was pulled from the line. You think you can't go around the Macy's Day Parade all busted up like that? Due to the damage, the Sonic balloon was pulled from the lineup just one block into the parade. For the NBC telecast, organizers used pre-recorded footage of Sonic from the prior parade instead of using the live shot. So y'all worried about the viewers, and what we gonna say? What about the people down out on the floor who witnessed Sonic get his head ruined from the parade? I just don't get it. The 1997 parade was particularly disastrous because of the high winds and basically their negligence to at least postpone the parade for 20 minutes. Just think if they waited at least 15 minutes, heck 10 minutes, after seeing what happened the first time. Will we even be talking about the parade today? Probably not. So I want to rephrase this question. Exactly how long, or how can I say this? How many blocks did the 1997 how many blocks did the 1997 Macy Day parade how can I ask the question? How many blocks did the 1997 Macy's Day parade? There. As I wait to receive an answer or response, how many blocks did the 1997 Macy's Day Parade terrorize the public? Y'all think we gonna get some honest answers? I'm nervous. Me and Hercules are doing our thing. Yeah, forget Wendy's. Hercules will be back on Fridays if he doesn't get arrested or whatever. Right. Hercules is trying to turn over a new leaf. So it says here, according to AI Overview, during the 1997 Macy's Day Parade, high winds caused multiple incidents involving balloons, including the uncontrolled path of the Cat in the Hat balloon, which led to injuries. The Cat in the Hat hit a lamppost at 72nd Street and Central Park West, causing the piece of the lamppost to fall onto the crowd. This happened at just one block, but the other incidents occurred along the parade route as well. The parade route itself covers multiple blocks. Here we go. Cat in the Hat balloon at 72nd Street, the Central Park West. This balloon struck a lamppost and falling debris from the post injured 4 people. 1 woman was left in a coma for 24 days. Barney the dinosaur balloon. Strong winds also caused this balloon to go out of control at 51st Street and Broadway. It became tangled in a lamppost and crashed into its handlers. Police officers had to use knives to deflate the balloon, which drew cheers from the crowd. You savages. Pink Panther balloon. This balloon also began to collapse due to the high winds at the 42nd Street and Broadway. It was also forcibly deflated by police to prevent further issues. Come on now. Other damages. Multiple other balloons were also damaged along the route, with the New York Times reporting that perhaps a dozen balloons were affected. The incidents prompted Mayor Rudy Giuliani to form a task force that led to new safety regulations and practices. Now, what if failed to lead the charges with Sonic the Hedgehog getting torn open before he even could basically leave the parade and start? After I read this deep dive, there should be no further questions for me to ask in reference to this Macy's Day Parade disaster. I'm going to take my time and read this and see what happens. With the hopes that I don't get any more information out of here, requiring me to ask additional questions. Tarsus said the Macy's parade terrified me from 12,000 miles away. Just dragging the poor people. Ah! Ah! I'll need to see raw footage of the Macy's Day Parade, to which I will be watching after this. I'm so happy about this, y'all. I'm so happy. Summertime sadness. I'm so happy. Summertime gladness. Yeah. Yay! Shouts out to hashtag Meowcat. Hashtag Meowcat is a fellow character we have on ELAY TV. He don't come out too much right now because it seems like Hercules won the Friday time slot. But hashtag Meowcat is a summertime cat that comes out seasonally during the summer. And he has a low monotone voice, and he reads articles in reference to the Tyson's chicken food products and his theories on what he thinks is alien food and not. He did one full movie review on The Nightmare Before Christmas. The hashtag Meowcat talks pretty much like this. Hello, welcome to ELAY TV. I'm hashtag Meowcat. Welcome to another glorious episode of me, the hashtag Meowcat. Today, on my exciting episode, we will be talking about the miracles of science. Page 1. And he's intentionally boring, but he thinks he is so the rave. I like hashtag Meowcat because if you ever want to get to sleep or put your kids on punishment, have them listen to hashtag Meowcat. They'll be out like a light. Moving forward here, I'm going to read the survey before I read the last tab open in reference to the deep dive overview and exactly how many blocks did the 1997 Macy's Day Parade terrorize the public in. I'm going to read the survey. And it says here, how was your weekend? 43% of my cool peeps said it was all right. Hey, the kids is all right. Hey, the blues is all right with me. Shout out to my granddaddy, the late Walter Terry, for introducing me to the down home blues. Dun 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 dun. Down home blues. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, nothing is better than down home blues. Darn. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Woo. All right. Can I please get to the survey? In a minute. How was your weekend? 43% of my cool peeps said it was all right. 33% of you said it was good. 3% of you said you went to work. And 20% said it was boring. Rather or not, it seems like you all collectively had a safe and wonderful, epic and glorious weekend. Nobody got in trouble. I will take a boring weekend over a drama-filled weekend any day. So I'm glad you guys had a great weekend. I did too. Now for the last page, according to my knowledge, it is exactly 7:39 a.m. Excuse me, on September 8th, 2025. And the deep dive overview says, for the question at hand, exactly how many blocks did the 1997 Macy's Day Parade terrorize the public? The 1997 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade did not involve a terrorist attack, but a series of incidents caused by high winds. Gusts of winds reaching up to 43 miles an hour. caused several balloons to become uncontrollable, with the most severe event taking place over a single block, where the Cat in the Hat balloon struck a lamppost. The event unfolded at the intersection of 72nd Street and Central Park West, resulting in a single major catastrophe. I don't know how they're splicing this article together, because it seems like it was a poop show smattered across all of New York from the start to the 72nd Street. Four spectators were injured by the falling debris. One woman suffered a serious skull fracture and was in a coma for nearly a month, y'all. The strong winds also caused other incidents along the parade route. 51st Street, come on! The Barney the dinosaur balloon tore after it was pushed into a lamppost. Police then forcibly deflated the balloon to prevent further damage. Further damage! The Pink Panther balloon also lost control and was punctured, prompting officers to deflate it in Times Square. Now that's a great way to open up the new year. Can we please bring Don Lemon back to the New Year's festivities? Hi, I'm Don Lemon, and I'm gonna bring in the New Year's my own dang way. Let's start off with the 1997 Macy's Day Parade reenactment. And that's all it has to say. I was expecting so much more. I had to open up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different tabs to come to the conclusion that the parade started at the beginning of the parade with Sonic the Hedgehog's head getting torn open before the parade could even get started due to high winds. And they proceeded to carry on like the Titanic, negating all alleged things of trouble. And the show went on, and look what the heck happened. Y'all, I tell you guys, it don't make no sense, right? Well, that's all the information. And we're approaching the 3rd hour mark. Time flies when you're having fun. I tell you, I just pushed start on here. Before you know it, for 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in, and I'm still rambling on. We're at the 30-minute marker, and I may be just getting to the topic. Sometimes, like today, I was so sidetracked, I kept deviating off of the topic, hanging out, clowning with you guys. We even celebrated a birthday today. We put birthday cakes in the chat and celebratory things. Replay gang, when you come back in, we have birthday in the chat. So if you want to do happy belated birthdays, let me scroll back up and let y'all know which cool peep's birthday is today. Let me see here. Let me go back to the top. Kendrick Newman Murrow's birthday is today. So if you guys want to say happy belated birthday, you sure can. I had a great time with this one. I had no idea that Sonic the Hedgehog led the charge of it all. They should have opened up with that. Thank you. You too. You have a great day and a terrific week, and continue to have a happy Father's Day in Australia. Happy Father's Day. That's really cool. I like Father's Day. I like Mother's Day too, but I like Father's Day the most because the man was first. So moving forward, having said that nice little nugget, happy Father's Day to Tarsus, to you and your family. Have a great breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Have a great dinner, snack, and nighttime. For those of you who did come in earlier from India, that was fun. You guys, the ones from India always put in the moo stuff. Thank you for coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll close this off with my morning moo song. Shimmer murmur murmur, shimmer murmur murmur, a shimmer murmur, shimmer murmur murmur, murmur. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Thank you so much, y'all. Bye.